This is ZeroLemon's 4-port USB 3.0 hub. Uh, and this hub comes basically with an attached cable, USB cable to it. There are no instructions or anything like that with this. And one of my initial issues with this is with the attached cable. I kind of wish they would have made this to either have a detached cable or at least something a little longer than the 12-inch cable that comes with this. It makes it kind of difficult for placement, especially without having to add an USB extension cable with this. So a longer cable would have been a lot better with this, and or a detachable longer cable would have been better with this. But with that aside, this is the this ZeroLemon 3.0 hub is the first that I've actually seen that includes power switches, and I'll show you that up close here. Power switches on every port, and I really kind of like that feature for the fact that it allows you to switch off the ports that are not in use. However, there is something with that as well. I'll get into in a second with that. But in addition to that, each of these have a little LED indicating power for each port as well. There's no separate power supply with this hub, as it operates solely through the computer. So keep that in mind for when you're plugging in your peripherals. Installation of the hub was pretty quick and easy on my Windows 7 computer. The driver's installed with no issues. Although one odd thing that I wanted to talk about with the power switches is I had nothing on this device and plugged it in, and the driver's installed anyway, meaning that it's getting power to the hub. It may not necessarily indicate the switches are on, but I found that a little odd that all the switches are powered off and there's no, and it installed anyway. So is it truly off? It may be to the USB ports themselves, but not to the device. So, with that aside, plugging in devices such as my hard drive, thumb drive into the ports, everything worked as it should. They were recognized by the computer. Transfer speeds were quick and responsive, with as any other 3.0 devices I've used. The hub itself is lightweight, although not quite as thin as some hubs that I've seen, but it is lightweight and fairly compact, and so it would travel well. And the cable itself is a good quality. It's thick, again, although short. Overall, I really like the addition, of the power switches, and the hub works fine for what it does. Although like I said, I did find it a bit odd that it would still recognize in the computer with all the switches being off. And I would have liked to seen a longer cable, either one that's longer and detaches, or actually just a longer cable. Overall, though, this is a decent hub. I give it 4 stars.